starting Monday. Okay, for some perspective, this is Wednesday night. It's, I don't know, 9:30 p.m. I'm beat. I gotta go to bed. But I want to put this up real quick and just say starting Monday morning, I'm going to start my, I don't know what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it something like, I don't know, version 2018. So something like that. And anybody that wants to join along with me, if you want to get in shape for the summertime, and even thereafter, of course, then you're more than welcome to. The more the merrier. It's going to I'm going to cover as much of it as I can, okay? Now, I'm no rich piano. I don't have all day. It's not like the whole day is at my disposal for me to make videos and just, I don't have it like that. I'm a working class stiff. But I want to try and cover as much as I can from day to day, my workout, my cardio, and what I'm eating. And hopefully I'll be able to fit in there the whys of it all, or my logic, why I do what I do. And then we're going to have regular, I don't know, we're going to have a regular overview of, or an assessment of what kind of progress we're making and what kind of changes are happening with my physique. And if you guys follow along, I don't want you to follow along just as a voyeuristic type of thing. I want you to do it. I want you to do it along with me, okay? So sometimes I always prefer, when I can, when it's an option, to get up in the morning after sleeping all night. They call it fasted cardio now. It never used to have a name. I've been doing this for decades, but okay, fasted cardio, I guess. Of course you're fasted, you're sleeping. I like to get up first thing in the morning after a good night's sleep and do my cardio as much as I possibly can. So initially, of course, I'm not going to do cardio every day, and I don't recommend that you do cardio every day. And there are a lot of reasons for that. Well, there are really just one big, huge reason, and that is because it's just like your lift. So you want it to be progressive. You want to progressively escalate the cardio as your body adapts, as your cardiovascular conditioning improves. You don't want to jump out of the box with both feet all over the cardio, because then you're not going to continue to be able to ratchet it up as as progress diminishes. And you'll end up doing cardio like day and night until the cows come home to get that last bit of fat off. So that's not how I'm going to do it. Initially, I'm only going to do, normally I would do 2 sessions, start out doing 2 sessions a week. I may start out doing 3, most likely 2. But as I said, as I'm telling you now, we're going to cover all this day to day as we get going, starting Monday. So, when I do the cardio in the morning, on a day that there's also going to be a weight training workout, then I'll work out in the afternoon or the evening. On the days that I don't do cardio in the morning, I may work out in the morning. And most of this just for the sake of expediency and convenience with timing of the workout. I prefer to work out, when I've had a whole day basically of eating behind me. But the day I don't do cardio, the days I do not do cardio and I get up and work out in the morning before I go to work, then I will, put some nutrition in, and I'll show you what and why that's my choice. And I'm going to keep this very simple and basic as much as possible. So when you see a part and you think that doesn't really seem that simple and basic, it's simple and basic to me for what we're trying to achieve in the period of time, the window of time we're trying to achieve it. But I'm not going to get really crazy fancy over it. It's not going to be overly complex. The diet's not going to be overly complex. The training's not going to get overly complex. It's going to be pretty basic, simple stuff. Some of the training, as much as I can, like when it's convenient, I'm going to train right here at home, and we're going to video that. So essentially we're going to have probably every day that something happens, there'll be a video. Every day of the week that something happens, there'll be a video. And that's the way we're going to do it. And the only way that I can pull this off is I'm going to run like 1 day or 2 days ahead of you guys, ahead of the videos postings. So when I tell you that we're going to start Monday, Monday means that's going to be the first video. That means that I'll probably start Saturday or Sunday. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. I'm not trying to pull anything pull the wool over your eyes or anything. There's no way that I can go to work all day, do all the things I need to do, still be able to eat, still be able to get enough sleep and get my workouts in, and post a video up at the end of every single day, which I'll still basically almost be doing. But by weekends, I'll be able to catch up. You know what I mean? As long as my workouts run a day or two ahead of you guys. So, day one, version 2018 is going to start all of us Monday. So how I would prepare for that is when the weekend gets here, okay? If you're a person that has to have sweets and you have to have, shit like that, I like that shit and I've been eating a lot of it. So my condition's not that great right now, which you're going to see, the good, the bad, the ugly of it, because that way you can see the changes and it'll hold me accountable, So if you like to eat sweets and shit, I would suggest you eat them over the next couple of days. However many you want, whatever you want to eat, get it out of your system. Because the first thing I think that we should all do is cut the sugar out. Cut out the obvious junk out of your diet. Cut out the overabundance of sugar. Basically just cut it out. So for me, that's going to mean, and I'm going to start to do that with the idea in mind that the training starts on Monday and the whole routine starts on Monday. Then I'm going to cut the sugars out beginning like Friday or Saturday. So this weekend, cut the sugars out. Like I said, if you got to eat and shit like that, you need to have sugars. You want the sugar, you're craving it, have it in the next couple of days. By Saturday morning, be off the sugar wagon, or be on the wagon, whichever. And cut the sugar out. So for me, that's going to mean I still do drink Fairlife. I love that chocolate milk, but that shit's 2%. And it's not sugar-free because it has the chocolate in it, okay? Yeah, it's super, super clean shit. Don't chime in here and tell me how bad it is for you if you don't know anything about Fairlife milk. That means I'm switching 100% over to skim, just regular skim milk. And it's lactose-free, all that stuff, and it's fat-free, sugar-free, all that good stuff. So I'll switch 100% over to that, and the chocolate milk, which I drink, half of the time now. It's usually I drink half skim, half chocolate. The chocolate will go, and all my little snacks and shit will go. The other thing I want to do is I'm probably going to cut carbs off at, I'm going to say by 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. there won't be any more carbs that night. That'll be the last of the carbs, 7 or 8 p.m. No more carbs after that. You'll have to adjust this accordingly. I may cut them off at 6. I'll have to think about it. I'll take a good, hard, honest look at myself in the next couple of days. And, when we start this Monday morning, I'll lay it out for you. Maybe I'll put something up over the weekend to more completely explain the diet and why. And that way maybe you can prepare a little bit. If you really want to follow along, you can say, hey, that makes sense to me. I'm going to do that too. Or you can say, that doesn't make any sense to me. Or you can say, I'm not that sensitive to that, or I am, or whatever. And you can tailor it to fit yourself. If you don't have any idea, then just do what I do. And you're going to learn. You're going to learn something from that. And you can fine tune it, to your needs later. But I'm going to make progress. And I'm not on anything natural. I'm going to get bigger than this because I haven't really been training like that. So I'm going to get bigger than this just from introducing, regimented training and from paying attention to my intake of protein and nutrient timing. And I'm going to get leaner just cleaning the shit up, cleaning the diet up. And we'll tighten down the screws as we go. But initially, not overcomplicating it. Gallon of water thing. Gallon of water a day, big believer in that. Now, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to get big, and I'm going to get lean. And people, of course, are going to accuse me of being on something. And it's not true, because I don't really care what anybody thinks. I really don't give a shit what anybody thinks. I really don't. My esteem is not wrapped up in that. My self-esteem is not wrapped up in that. Believe me, if you've been around here any length of time, you already know that. So, I'm going to make progress. I'm going to make radical progress. So if you think that you don't like the idea of my diet, you don't want to follow along with me, then don't. And if you make better progress, email me and tell me about it. If you don't, then maybe you should rethink whether you should follow along with me or not. Because maybe you will make better progress if you listen to what the hell I'm telling you. So that's what we're going to do. Try and put this shit up. Again, I'm the Rich Piana. His Bigger by the Day thing was pretty, I thought it was fucking legendary. I'm not saying that there was a lot of P.T. Barnum in him. You know what I mean? Very entertaining. But I thought that was really awesome. I mean, he really put a lot into that. Of course, he had a lot of time to do it, but so don't expect any kind of really polished, fancy type of shit like that, photography and crap. But I will get the workouts in there. I will tell you sets and reps. I will show you the exercises. I will show you what I'm eating, how I'm eating, all this. I'm going to do the best job I can. I'm halfway figuring this is going to be some kind of shit show, because you know that I'm not a really organized guy most of the time. I mean, I can follow my diet, I can do my training, but as far as the videos, I'm going to do the best that I can do. I have never attempted to do this yet on YouTube before. And after this, I may never try it again. Who the hell knows? But if you want to join me, let's do it. Version 2018, man. Version 2018 starts Monday morning. So like I said, you want to eat those last few cheesesteaks. You want to get some fucking junk food in your body, some cupcakes or whatever the hell it is that's your thing. Then do it now. And maybe start to clean that sugar up. First step all I do is cut out obvious junk. You know what junk is. Cut out obvious garbage. No chips, no just extra sugar. No cakes, no chocolates, no. Cut that shit out. No ice cream, of course. Cut out extra sugars and extra fats. Shit that's not real food. That's just junk. Snacks. Just cut that all out. And then as we go, we tighten down the screws. And again, it's just like cardio. There's no need to do everything at one time. Depends on where you start. You can do things incrementally. If you already have like a Spartan diet and super, super clean diet, then, more power to you, brother. I'm not going to deny myself the shit that I want to eat most of the time. But because I'm particularly trying to do something right this minute, starting Monday, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I haven't done this for a long time. It's been a long time since I got into really, really good shape. So, Monday morning we start. Hope you guys are going to join me.